Hello.
Hello.
How's it going? Thanks, Sandra, for your beautiful home and your beautiful hosting, and thanks a million for inviting me, Alexandra. How's it going? I'm Sarah. I'm going to read off my phone because I'm disgusting. And absolutely in the opposite spirit of what Paul Gorman Roberts just read, I'm going to read you a piece about clothing. In fact, I'm going to read you 3 pieces about clothing because I am not ashamed of my shallow tendons. I'm going to read you 3 pieces about clothing which some of you may have heard before, and I'm going to read you 1 new piece which is different and I'll talk about in a minute. They're very short. Thank you so much for listening. We have a beautiful evening. So let's rock and roll. So this piece, the 3 pieces are called "I'm Not Ashamed of My and I'm Not Ashamed of My Shallow Tendencies," or aspirational fan fiction about clothing I can't afford. And I'll just rock on with them. Look, there's this sweater on urbanoutfitters.com. It's grey, that sort of school-looking PE grey, round neck, long sleeves, the words San Francisco emblazoned in football team letters across the breast, in this red, the colour of the bridge, 2 rings around each sleeve in this Golden Gate red. When the tender cotton heather of it is around me, the proud exclamation of it, San Francisco, my skin becomes concrete. 14 hills are pulled from the skin of me, they liberty, they diamond, they burnal, they peak and they roll, and 20-somethings sit on kite and look out over the city and say, oh my god, we are so lucky to live here. And they are warmed by their blue bottle coffees. They snap an Instagram hashtag blessed, and I feel their authentic, uninhibited joy at being in me, present with me. San Francisco, God, I am beautiful. God, they are lucky to live here in me, inside me. Each faint hair that rises from my skin is a paper-looking house, a pink house, a blue house, all tan, all town, all antique, all untouchable. I curve an Embarcadero, the beauty mark beneath my eye, the real faint one that just showed up last summer, is Alcatraz now. And the currents of the bay are the veins in my face. Yes, finally, my body is this city. My mouth is Dolores Park. My overbitten mouth is a crooked, loud, natural amphitheater. My heart is the mission. My belly is the tenderloin. My feet are the dog patch and Potrero. My left hand is that bridge, that red bridge out into the world, that bridge, that scarlet pass, and somewhere inside of my chest there is an earthquake, but I cannot tell you, because I am no longer a girl. I cannot tell you to sit beneath your door frame, to put the cat in his carry case, to pack a 48-hour bag. No, I cannot tell you when it is coming, because my heart is a thrumming district, and my tongue is the grassy knolls of a lazy Saturday afternoon. I am city now. I have always been this concrete, this solid, these hills, and when I rupture with the shake, there will be fire and there will be dust, but I cannot tell you when. There is no girl left in me. I know nothing of this city. I am this city. I have always been this city. Thank Cassandra, do that for the beautiful sangria. So, part 2. Look, there are these leggings on Romway.com. They are printed with the stained glass image of great church windows, kaleidoscopic with saints and holy mothers and They are printed with stained glass images of great church windows, kaleidoscopic with saints and holy mothers praying or ascending or suffering, their halos copper discs, their hands pressed together, their faces in rapture. They will begin small, at my ankles, and be pulled out by the muscle and weight of my legs, the bulk of my knees, the dimples of my thighs, and my legs will become an altar, a cathedral, and the light from inside my body will illuminate those prisms of window, of glass, of holy, holy. And when I walk up to the club, the earth will shudder, and that sing rapture, sing glory, glory. The smoke from the machine behind the DJ parts like an ocean where I stand. My hips sway the Angelus. As I dance on the dark floor by the bar, Christ weeps. He says, girl, you dance the hallelujah. There are tears on his cheeks again. He says, your body is a house of God. Part 3. Look, there's this vest with lace straps on urbanoutfitters.com. It's not anything special. A basic, if anything. The usual black, wear it with anything kind of thing. But get this. There's a gap in the back of it. Like almost all of my back would be uncovered. but for 2 thick straps of lace down each side. You could see the tender little rolls of pale fat like the tires of a girl child's bicycle, the occasional protruding shoulder blade, the nub of my spine at the top, and some days, when the wind is just the right shade of wrong, I begin to bloom. A few fingers of bone pulling their way out of my neck, my back, my body, out into the world. They extend like branches of a clumsy tree. They are capillaries and lightning bolts, crooked veins of bone until the feathers erupt, grey and speckled and white, like a time-lapse video of a flower waking up. I will rise in new flight above the traffic, above the hills, and my flight will be a terror. Teenagers will clutch their camera phones and the footage will be grainy, like footage always is of horrors, of miracles. It's a new thing I'm doing. So that's part of a series, the aspirational fan fiction series, all about clothes that I like and that I didn't buy. Well, I'm not employed anymore. I work in a bookshop, but I was unemployed. So what I'm doing with this new series of little bits, and this is like a sneak preview of a new series that I'm writing. I'm taking the things that men say to me in the street, and I'm taking them back. So the series will comprise of 5 things I've been called in the street. White chocolate, I had to look up. Little red, big mama, sweet cheeks, and sugar tits. So I'm gonna read sugar tits. There is a galaxy of crystals erupting from my chest, and there has been since some adrenal release triggered the gun of my child body into new woman. How they grew as I turned adult and tall, like Cain in the fields. I wake up in the morning in a valley of raw candy, and the sun refracts through my breasts, and they are a million tiny prisms. Think how many stars. Think how many stars are in the sky. Now, think how many grains of sugar are in a cup, in a D cup. in two D cups. I spill flavor across the bedroom floor, but then holster myself into lace things that keep the endless sugar from spilling onto the kitchen counter, the bus floor, my desk in the office. What a terrible mess they would make. And I could hate them for this bounty, the infinity, the constantly changing, delicious, shining sand of them. I am a fountain of sweetness, dearest. How much would you like for your coffee? Just say when. Just say 1 lump. Just say 1 lump or 2. Thank you.